Sixers and Celtics. Stephen A., you start here. You got LeBron James grabbing 7 or more boards tonight when the Lakers face the Rockets. Why?
Listen, it's LeBron James. He's been exceptional. Can't say enough about him. I think that even though Michael Jordan is always and forever will be my GOAT, that this is the greatest case LeBron has ever made for GOAT status, considering the longevity of his excellence and the way he's looked in this series and throughout the season. Nothing but applause for him. And 7 rebounds tonight with as many shots as the Houston Rockets inevitably will miss. It is definitely conceivable he will have at least 7 rebounds tonight. All I'm going to say about it is this. Just the same way I'm going off about the New York Knicks, Kevin Durant better not get his ass swept. I know that much. He's too great to allow that to happen against the Lakers team without Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves. That would be very, very embarrassing and a stain on his illustrious legacy. I'm telling you that right now.
Austin Reeves is questionable for this game. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Chene, now to you in the Celtics-Sixers matchup. You like Jaylen Brown to score 25 or more points. Why?
Because he's going motivated alongside his Boston Celtics squad. This is a squad that took an L. They really got VJ Max going, and I like to see how he responds. He's had an MVP type of season with his usage, and it's just like a layup to him. 25 points coming off of a 36-point game where he knocked down 5 threes, took the L. I think they're going to come back in a mean way. The mean green will be back, starting with JB.
And I will roll with you in JB. I expect Jaylen Brown to hit 2 or more threes because he has made 2 or more threes in his last 7 playoff games. The Celtics are so good after a loss this season. I expect them to respond in a big way against the 76ers. That's what this playoffs have been all about, responding and adjusting. So to recap here, we are going with LeBron James, 7 or more rebounds, Jaylen Brown to score 25 or more points, and then Jaylen Brown to also have 2 or more made threes. The odds of this same game parlay are currently plus 247 on DraftKings. Let's stay now with the NBA. In the playoffs, the Timberwolves put on a defensive clinic to take a 2-games-to-1 series lead over the Denver Nuggets last night, winning 113-96. The Wolves set the defensive tone early on, holding the Nuggets to 11 first-quarter points, and it continued all game as the Nuggets shot just 34% from the field, Denver's worst shooting game all season long. So despite finishing with 27 points, Nikola Jokic had his worst shooting night of his postseason career, shooting 26.9% from the field. He made just 7 field goals, went 2 of 10 from long range. Chene Agumake is back here with us. Is Jokic the reason the Nuggets are now down in this series, considering what you saw last night? Chene.
Bonjour, Stephen A. Je m'appelle Chene. Et Rudy Gobert, il est magnifique. Il est magnifique. He has been phenomenal. Rudy Gobert's defense, he's been magnificent. I hope I did all the French people proud there with my pronunciation. I'm more of a Spanish girl.
You did. You did me proud.
An Igbo girl.
You did me proud. You did me proud.
Yes,
I'm here to tell you.
I'm an Igbo girl, but I pivoted a little bit because Rudy Gobert, il est magnifique. He's been fantastic in this matchup. I wouldn't say that it's Nikola Jokic by himself because no Aaron Gordon has been a big factor as well when it comes to their burst and their production like we saw yesterday. But I am in awe. Rudy Gobert is probably one of the most criticized players in the NBA, and the Frenchman has taken this matchup personally. He has looked phenomenal. And if you think about what this matchup has done defensively, he held Jokic in this series so far to 13 of 40 shooting, 4 of 19 from 3. And a lot of people we've seen multiple highlights isolate Rudy Gobert one-on-one. We've seen like Luka Doncic, a number of players try to just get at him that way. Well, you know, Nikola Jokic has had opportunities one-on-one on the top of the key. Again, he's been able to move and keep him in single coverage. Right now, the Timberwolves, we saw what Jaden McDaniels said. They want the smoke. They want the smoke, and we're seeing the best version of these teammates that are the supporting cast alongside a superstar in Anthony Edwards. So you have to give a lot of credit to the Frenchman for rising to the occasion in this moment.
I have to. I got to get a little personal here first for a second here, Shay and Chene. I mean, listen. I'm living a good life. I'm pretty damn happy, to say the least. But I must admit, in all my years on this earth, I've never dated a woman from France or anything like that. But after hearing Chene, I was like, What have I been missing? What have I been missing?
Oh.
I mean, that language, that
Bonjour.
verbiage right there, that kind of turned me on. Anyway, let me get back to the focus at hand. I got to tell you, when you look at Jokic, in all seriousness, when you look at Jokic, here's the issue, okay? He's not healthy. He's not healthy. He's not himself, Janae. We all know that. He's not himself. And so because he's not himself, you looking at him, he shoots better than that. I mean, what are we, 7 for 26? That's not Jokic. We know how he usually has a field day against Rudy Gobert. We understand it. They don't look themselves. Jamal Murray's got to step it up. And McDaniels, give him credit. He talked the talk, then he stepped on the court and backed it up. Minnesota's got that size, they've got athleticism, they got the cats around them stepping up their game, including Julius Randle doing what they got to do. Denver's in a bit of trouble here, no doubt.
And Minnesota Timberwolves have been calling for
MJ Acosta-Ruiz, joined by 16-and-a-half-year NBA veteran Robin Lopez, 11-year NBA vet Darren Collison, also in the house. Guys, biggest initial takeaway, gut reaction from that Nuggets-Timberwolves Game 3, DC?
Rudy Gobert, I think you got to give him credit. He did a great job on your coach.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for him, I think if Rudy can play this type of defense and not having to double Joker at all, I think play one-on-one, I think they're in great shape defensively.
Yeah, you know, when you're right 52% of the time, you're wrong 48% of the time.
That split is crazy.
Well, you know what?
You know what? You said it with conviction. That counts for something. Let's get to the highlights and see how it really unfolded over in 113-96. Ayo Dosunmu finished with a playoff career high 25 points. That led the T-Wolves, who had all 5 starters in double figures. Nikola Jokic had 27 and 15, but both him and Jamal Murray struggled from the field. Ayo Dosunmu and Jaden McDaniels after the game. Robin, as we look at the bigger picture here, no Aaron Gordon or Peyton Watson for Denver. Are you still feeling confident in Denver's chances in the series overall?
Part of me wants to say yes, just because you got Joker and Murray out there. But if you looked at Joker's stat line tonight, he had 27, he had 15. He wasn't super efficient shooting, but still had 27 and 15.
Yeah.
But he only had 3 assists.
Yeah.
Part of that was because Jamal Murray wasn't, I think he only had 12 or 15 or something. But he needs to have guys like Peyton Watson. He needs to have guys like Aaron Gordon out there to make Joker all the more dangerous. Because once he starts picking apart the picking apart the defense, that makes him all the more dangerous as a scoring threat. So those two got to be out there for them, I think.
Look, I think the Nuggets, they got to realize that they're in a fight right now with Minnesota. Minnesota is not afraid of them whatsoever. I mean, they got
We know Jaden McDaniels isn't.
right. When you say stuff like that publicly, MJ, and you come out here and back it up, that should let you know the confidence of this team, right? They have 6 players that score 10 more points. So where's the defense at? You know what I mean? And so I think Minnesota is like, here, look, they believe that they can win this series. And if you're the Nuggets, you got to be very concerned moving forward.
Yeah, not sure anyone had Minnesota holding one of the best offenses in the league to just 96 points on their bingo card. How impressed are you, Darren, with this Game 3 performance from the Timberwolves on defense?
I mean, this is their MO, and they embody somebody of their leader. We know Anthony Edwards is a two-way player. It's not something that he does offensively, but he brings it defensively. And all of his guys follow suit. You know, Jaden McDaniels is a two-way player. You know, Da Vinci, he's a two-way player. Rudy Gobert loves to play D. He did an excellent job on Joker. So, you know, this is a team that, you know, a lot of people felt like, you know, they're the